Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu rasulullah. Inshallah, today we shall continue with section 4.3.2, which is on page 126 in my textbook. And before we go on, as you know, in this chapter we are talking about awamil, governing words. These we're talking about in this chapter, what awamil, all the governing words. So we first talked about al-huruf al-amilatu, governing particles. Then we talked about al-af'al al-amilatu, the governing verbs. And now we're talking about al-asma' al-amilatu, governing nouns. We already spoken about the al-asma' al-shartiyatu, conditional nouns. That's what we did last time. Today, inshallah, we shall talk about al-ism al-fa'il, and maybe the next section, depending how it goes. Okay, so let's begin al-ism al-fa'il here on page 126. Al-ism al-fa'il is the active active participle. Okay, active participle. As we just like to say, the doer, the person who's doing the action. Okay, so first let's define this. Definition of ism al-fa'il, alright, it is a noun which indicates the one doing or undertaking an action. Okay, it is a noun, obviously. Okay, it is a noun which indicates the one test question as the definition, which indicates the one doing or undertaking an action described by the root letter. Described by the root letters. Okay, the doer. Okay, so this is important for how do you construct this, like nasara yansuru nasran fahuwa nasirun, right? So nasirun is ism fa'il. So for sulathi mujarrad verbs, okay, for the sulathi we have to, so this is sulathiyun, mujarrad, mujarradun for sulathi mujarrad. The three-letter root words, original ones without any additions. For sulathi mujarrad verb pattern, verbs. Okay, it's on a pattern of fa'ilun. Okay, like we talked like before, like, nasra yansuru nasra fahuwa nasirun. ضرب يضرب ضربا فهو ضارب. Okay, سمع يسمع استعمل فهو سامع. Like this. Then write that like this. Okay, fa'ilun. Okay, so those are some. So Dasru is the person who helps. Daribun is the person who hits, and Samiun is the person who listens. So that's how you do it. It's on this pattern. For other than Thulathi Mujarrad, okay, so this is one point. For other than the Thulathi Mujarrad, okay, for other than Thulathi, I have to learn to write this. Sulasiyun mujarradun. For other than these, Okay, um, how do you do it? For other than if it is created by, okay, it is created by, okay, it is created by taking the pattern of the mudari, okay. It is created on the pattern of fa'il al-mudari, okay, fa'il al-mudari, okay, the pattern of the mudari, okay, by changing the changing harf al-mudari, by changing, okay, harf al-mudari, that's harf mudari, harf mudari'in, okay, by changing harf mudari'in with a meme dhamma, okay, with a meme dhamma like this, okay, with a meme dhamma, meme with a dhamma, and giving a kasra, again for test purposes, you gotta know these nerdy rules. Kasra to the last, to the letter before the last, to the letter before the last, before the last. Okay, so as an example, I'll give you sarrafa yusarrifu, okay, sarrafa, so yusarrifu, right? So yusarrifu, okay, so this will become, change that to a mu, right? And then sarrifun. In this case, it happens to be second to the last happens to be a kasra, but sometimes it's not. So, so you take the alamat al-mudari, okay, changing the harf al-mudari or alamat al-mudari. Some I've heard this to be as alamat al-mudari, the sign of the mudari or harf al-mudari, and then you drop that and change it to a dhamma. So mean with the dhamma, and make sure there is a kasra before second to the last letter. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, so we talked about the definition, right? And we talked about how to create ism al-fa'il from the root letters, okay? And now we shall talk about what is the effect, okay? So what is the effect? How is fa'il, ism fa'il used in a sentence, okay? Okay, so it's interesting. This is very interesting. They don't give a number here, so they give it like this, okay? It has the same effect. It has the same, so it functions like a fa'il, okay? It's kind of funky how it functions. It has the same effect as that of active verb, fa'il ma'ruf, as that of active verb, and this is fa'il ma'ruf, okay, that's why it's active participle, see, fa'ilun, okay, fa'ilun ma'rufun, it functions like the same thing, fa'il ma'rufun, that is, okay, if it is a lazim verb, we need more colors, I think, it's like color shy. Lazim verbs don't require maf'ul bih, right? Basically, lazimun. If it is lazimun, okay, it gives raf'un to the fa'il, okay. If it's lazim, it will give raf'un will give raf'un to the fa'il. Just a little bit neat here. Fa'ilun. So give fa'ilun. And if it is muta'addi, okay, I'll put a full stop here because no confusion there. If it is muta'addi, so muta'addi, you write it like this, muta'addin, okay, it gives raf'un to the fa'il, it gives raf'un to the fa'il, and nasbun to maf'ul bihi, Okay, so basically, before we were used to this, okay, before we had we had a fa'il, right? Sentence is jumla ismiya, jumla fi'liya, and jumla fi'liya started with the fa'lun, okay, and then you had to have a fa'il, okay, that was a minimal, that would be fi'l lazim, and then you had a maf'ulun bihi, right? And if it was muta'addi verb, okay, maf'ulun bihi, okay, and the fa'il was always raf'un, that's this, and the maf'ulun bihi was always mansub, okay. That's from the fi'l made the fa'il this, and it made the maf'ul mansub. Alright? Now, what's going to happen here is that the ism fa'il is going to do the same thing. Instead of having a fi'l, you're going to have ism fa'il beginning the sentence. Okay? You're going to have ismul fa'ili. Okay? And then it's going to be followed by a fa'il, okay? And if it's a muta'addi type thing situation, and it's going to be followed by maf'ul bihi, and again it's going to do the same thing. It's going to make this a raf'un, and it's going to make this a mansubun, okay? But here though, it's not going to be called fa'il and ism fa'il, okay? So you call this, instead of fa'il, you're going to say it's fa'il, fa'iluhu, the fa'il of this, okay? And then maf'ul, and you're going to call this maf'ul, it's maf'ul, the ism fa'il is maf'ul. That's maf'ul, okay? So maf'ulahu. So this could be maf'ul luhu. It's maf'ul. Maf'ul, okay? Okay. So ism fa'il, and then the fa'il is going to be called the fa'il of the ism fa'il. Maf'ul bihi is going to be called the maf'ul of the ism fa'il, like that, okay? But it's going to still have the same effect. This is going to be raf'un, and this is going to be a nasbun like this, okay? So that's how that's going to work, right? And then so the other interesting thing is, maybe I will. Alright, I'll go to the next. I'll start from here. Alright. The other aspect is it's only going to work. The sentence structure is going to be only in a certain way. Okay, this is also very interesting. All right, so here's the next point here. All right, so the next point is this. All right, ism fa'il. Okay, ism fa'il. Okay. Acts only only, the sentence structure has to be in very specific ways, basically. Acts only in either of the following two situations. In either of the following two situations. I'll put that in here to save some space. Okay, so it's going to, number one, when it is prefixed with al. Okay, all right, when it is prefixed with, when it's prefixed with al. Okay, that's one. Okay, it's either gonna come with al or without al. So it can come with al. So all right, so example, ana shakiru ni'mataka. Ana, I am. Okay, ana asha. There you go. Ana shakiru. Okay, here's with al. See, ana shakiru ni'mataka. 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 Okay, I'm grateful for your favor. I am grateful for your favor. Okay, so see, ana shakirun. I am a grateful person. It's like shakir is a grateful person. Person is grateful. So I'm just here saying this. I am grateful. Okay, a shakir is the person who's grateful. Ana shakir. I am grateful for your favor. For ni'mataka. Okay, so here it's coming as al. There's an al there. Okay, here's with al. That's one scenario. And the second scenario is, okay, when it indicates the present or future tense and is preceded by, okay, this is important, okay, when it indicates, indicates the present or future tense. Okay, present or future tense. Basically, it acts as, so this is my own thing here, I'm going to add. Acts like fa'il mudari. Okay, it acts like fa'il mudari. Okay, so when it indicates the present future tense, okay, and is preceded, okay, when it's preceded, okay, they said and is preceded. So basically, in these cases, when it is preceded, by one of these four things, okay, by one of these four things, okay. Okay, I'll just write these four things over here at one place and then give examples of each, okay. Mubtada, mawsuf, istifham, and nafi. So maybe right here, mubtada, they write mubtada mawsuf, mubtada, okay, mawsuf, okay, mubtada mawsuf, okay, istifham, and nafyun. Nafyun. Okay. Mubtada mawsuf, istifham, and nafyun. Okay, 4 cases. So there are only 5 ways that ism fa'il is going to function, basically, and that is either with al, and gratefulness, like here's the al, or it's mubtada mawsuf istifham, and that has to precede it. In other words, so if one of these four, let me put it like this, okay? This is worth spending a little bit of time over here, okay? All right. All right. So if one of these four, all right, let me put here. Okay, if one of these four is over here, all right, and then we have our ism fa'il over here. Okay, so ism fa'il, then it will function as okay, fa'il mudari. It has the meaning of fa'il mudari. Okay, so it will function as fa'il mudari. Okay, that's function as. Okay, got that? So if it's preceded by either mubtada mawsuf, istifham, or nafyun, those four things, then either one of those four things, it will function as fa'al mudari. Okay, so let's give examples over here of each. Here we go. A mubtada. Okay, so this example is for mubtada. Mubtada'un. Alright, example. Zaydun daribun abuhu bakran. Zaydun. Okay, and here is our ism file. See? Daribun. Okay. Abuhu bakran. Abuhu bakran. Okay. Now, Zayd's father will beat Bakr. Okay. Zayd's father is beating / will beat Bakr. Okay, see? Beat Bakr. Poor Bakr. Alright, so now see, Zayd, now this is the mubtada. Alright, so here we have the mubtada. Alright, so now here is the mubtada over here, see? Alright, so mubtada daribun. Okay, it's preceded by a mubtada. Alright, so now it functions as fa'il mudari. Zayd father is abuhu daribun is beating, will beat. See, Zayd father is like yadribu, basically. Zayd's father is beating or will beat. Okay, so Zaydun daribun abuhu bakran. Okay, Zayd's father is beating or will beat Bakr. Okay, so that's kind of how that one is. So they analyze that sentence in the end. So we'll do that afterwards. All right. So now that's that, and then B. Example number B is for mawsufun. Okay, mawsufun. Alright, so mawsufun. Okay, and then marartu bi rajulin daribin. Okay, this is marartu. Okay, marartu bi rajulin. Rajulin daribin. Okay, so marartu bi rajulin daribin. Let me put it like this. Just give me a second. Okay, marartu bi rajulin daribin. Okay, that's a mawsuf sifa construction. Okay, rajul daribin, abuhu bakrin. Okay, abuhu bakran. Okay. I passed by a man whose father is beating will beat Baka. I passed by a man. Okay, I passed by a man whose father is beating or will beat Baka. Okay, so now you see this is okay. So this is the sifa, okay, and this is the mawsuf. Okay, so it's preceded by a mawsuf. That means it's being used as a sifa. Okay, it's being used as a sifa. Okay, being used as sifa. Let me put it like that. Okay, being used as a sifa. Okay. Alright, so it's being used as a sifa. So that's another use. Marartu bi rajulin daribin Abu Bakr. Okay. I passed by a man. Okay. Bi rajulin. I passed by a man. Okay. Daribin Abu Bakr. Okay. I passed by a man whose father is beating. Okay. So that's how that's used. It's kind of funky construction. Bi rajulin daribin. Okay. So here you would think that whoever the man was passing by, that Zayd, this rajul Zayd was beating, but that's not how you read that sentence apparently. Okay. Anyway, so let's keep going. Source number C, istifhamun. Okay, istifhamun. Okay, so it's used as istifham. Adaribun Zaydun Bakran. Okay, daribun. Okay, daribun. So here again, it's going to function as a fa'il mudari. Okay, adaribun Zaydun Bakran. Okay. So I put a question mark here. Is Zayd beating Bakr? Is or will Zayd beat Bakr? Okay, see like that. Okay, so here again, it's functioning as a fa'il mudari. Is because of this. It's because of this istifham followed by a ism fa'il. It's functioning as a fa'il mudari. Is Zayd or will Zayd beat Bakr? Okay, istifham. And then nafyun. Finally, we have the nafyun scenario. Okay. Nafyun. Alright. So there has to be some kind of a nafi here, right? So let's write down. Ma khaimun Zaydun. So here's ma. Okay. Ma khaimun. Ma khaimun Zaydun. Zaydun. Okay, Zayd is not and will not stand. Okay, Zayd is not and will not is not standing. Zayd is not standing. Will not stand. Okay, like that. Okay, so basically all of these scenarios, it will function as fa'il mudari. So those 4 scenarios, all right? And finally, they analyze that one sentence, which I'll rewrite here. Okay, so here it is. Zaydun daribun abuhu bakran. So now you see, it is preceded by this mubtada here. Daribun in ism fa'il. Okay, Zayd's father, Zayd's daribun abuhu bakran. So it's like a attention getter. Zayd daribun abuhu bakran. So it's kind of independent. Daribun abuhu bakran. His father is beating or will beat Bakr. Okay, so how do we do the tashkil, whatever it is with this? Okay, so this here is the mubtada. Okay, Zaydun over here. Alright, it will be the mubtada, okay? We'll hold on to that particular thought. So this over here is ism fa'il. Okay. This is ism fa'il. Okay, ism fa'il, right? And then ism fa'il and ism fa'il will have its own fa'il and maf'ul, right? Okay, so but abu is mudaf ilay here. So this abu is mudaf ilay. So this together here is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay, and the mudaf ilayhi together, okay, is the fa'il. Okay, fa'iluhu, fa'iluhu of what? Which fa'il of whose? Fa'il of ism fa'il. Okay, and then bakran, okay, will be maf'ul bihi. So this would be like here would be maf'ul lahu, like this. I should do that better. Maf'ulahu, maf'uluhu. Okay, so maf'ul of this, maf'ul of ism fa'il. Okay, so sorry, what did I do? Okay, so that's that. So we got that, right? So, and now I can get back to over here. See, this is going to be the mubtada. That's mubtada. And all of this here, okay, all of this is going to be khabar. That's a terrible khabar. Khabarun, like this, okay? And then mubtada and khabar will give you jumla ismiya khabariya, jumla ismiya khabariya. So that's how you analyze this sentence. Okay, so let's review and then we can finish, inshallah. Okay, so today we talked about ism fa'il as one of the amils of the nouns. Ism fa'il is the active participle, it's the doer. Okay, the definition is it is a noun which indicates the one doing or undertaking an action described by the root letters. If for sulasi mujarrad, the pattern is fa'ilun. نصر ينصر نصرا فهو ناصر ضارب سامي فاتح كريم. Anyway, so that's slightly different. So it's for Sulasi Mujarrad, typically the pattern is fa'il, and for other than Sulasi Mujarrad is created by taking the pattern of the mudari and changing the harf mudari or alamat mudari, dropping the alamat mudari and changing that to mim with the dhamma and giving kasra to the second to the last letter, giving the kasra. This is a kasra to the second to the last letter. So mustarrifun, for example. Okay, that'd be that. And the effect is the same as that of active as fa'il ma'ruf. Basically, it functions as a fa'il. Okay, fa'il ma'ruf. Okay, and then and it only comes in these circumstances. Okay, ism fa'il is only either in the following two cases: either it's prefixed with the al, ana shakirun, it comes with the al. Okay, or it functions as a fa'il mudari basically if it's preceded by mubtada mawsuf, that is, it's acting as a sifa. Okay, that is acting as a sifa. That's functioning as a sifa. Okay, it's preceded by mubtada or mawsuf, istifham or nafyun. So any of those are preceded by the right before it, then it functions as a fa'il mudari. Examples were given in these four cases of mubtada mawsuf and istifham nafi. Okay, and the analysis of this is like this. here it is used. This is Zaydun is a mubtada, so the whole thing is a khabar. So this is ism fa'il, and this is fa'iluhu, and it's maf'uluhu, and all of this together is the khabar for this jumla ismiya khabariya. Okay, alhamdulillah, that completes this section. Inshallah, I'll go on to the next section after a brief pause. Inshallah. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah walhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.